Hi, my name's Charlie Tickner, and we're going to talk a little bit today about the toe loop jump, which I feel is a very misconceived type of jump. You talk to a skater who's just learned a toe loop and they go, wow, I learned my toe loop in about 2 seconds. It's really easy. And then they show it to me and I'm like, in my world, that's known as a toe waltz jump. So because it's done that way, it's very simple. But do a toe loop correctly, it's not that easy. It's not that easy to teach. So first thing I want to do is kind of do a little exercise I do on the wall here. All right, so we talk a lot about, I hear mentioned a lot of people say, well, it's kind of like doing a back pivot, and in some ways it is, because the right foot, the skating foot, from an outside edge wants to draw back and go outside your toe. So at this point, it looks like I'm doing a back pivot. And I'm a real stickler about looking at the marks on the ice, the marks that we make. And so when you look at it on the ice, yes, that edge goes to the left of the toe, and it should go by the toe and then off into the air. And so what you see is you see a toe mark right here, and you'll see the edge fairly straight come back here, and it should take off like a flip and a let's pretty much directly across from the toe. So if you draw a line from the takeoff edge to across to the toe, that should be a 90-degree angle. So what I do is I have them just stand here, put both arms on the wall, really no weight on their the hands on the wall, no weight on their hands, but just to balance. Reach back, feeling their hips nice and square to the wall, and I'll have them bend and put their knee up against the wall. Not their skate, just the knee, because I want their weight on top of their foot, but I want them to realize that's how much knee bend it takes. So from here, we're just going to the first thing we're going to do is we're going to push back and just draw back past the toe. Going to push up in the right knee, draw straight back, try to balance at this point. So I start them with that. I know that looks kind of easy, but really when you try with them, they struggle. The next thing I want them to do is try to push the right foot past the left tapping foot. So I'm almost create a skid at that point. I don't want to hear their toe, because you're not pushing off your toe like this. You're going over your left toe like a vault. You're initiating the push with the right leg, and then it comes past, and have them step straight out on their right foot, not turning. I think you'll find when you do this, it's hard for them to get this at first. When they do finally get this, what you'll find next is they'll push, they'll come through, and they'll step like that. And I don't want them to do this. I want them to be able to skate, land, and go straight forward. So then from there, and I think I mentioned hearing that skid. I want to hear that skid as it comes off the ice. Okay? Next step is I want them to feel, and I do this on waltz jumps, salchows, and toe loops, the transfer jumps. I want them to feel that they can step forward onto their right foot and then do a right foot inside 3 and cross their left foot over. So we're going to push off the wall, through, step, and keep it really closed. So then what happens, if I stand behind them and watch this, I want to see them come through it. I didn't really mention the arm. Let me go back a little bit here and mention that. This right arm wants to come through. Of course, you'll be coming from here with the 3 turn, but the right arm wants to come through with the right leg, straight through, okay? The left arm, free arm here, checked right in front, right arm back pretty far, and I teach the right arm coming through. On the salchows and toe loops, actually all of these jumps, loop, flip, lutz, that left arm for those of us that jump this direction stays right in front of you, and I really feel like the right arm comes to the left arm, but when it's forward. And I teach the right side to get past the left side. I know a lot of people go, oh no, don't do that because they're going to spin. That's why I teach them stepping down forward. So we draw through, and what I don't want to have happen is that left arm then release, because now you're in trouble. But yes, the right arm comes kind of through and up and under. We call that kind of scooping. Loop jump, I do the same thing. Salchow, I do the same thing. But really important that this gets past the left side. My right side's a little bit in front of my left side. So right now it's very easy for me to go and cross over into my rotating position. I just want them to think about this position, not turning. We don't want to turn. The turn will take care of itself if the takeoff is done correctly. So this is a good little exercise, okay? So Once they can kind of do that, now I'm going to have them skate down the ice and try to show me this takeoff. Okay, so now when I get this jump out onto the ice away from the wall, I teach very straight left forward inside edge. Okay, and I can use a line here. I don't want them to come in here and all of a sudden start cranking around over here. All right, real straight left forward inside edge. Actually, it's a flat, isn't it, at that point? Left hand in front, right hand behind, right foot in front. I'm going to step to the right of this line a little bit on a slight curve. As I step, I'm going to drop my arms down, switch them through, push. Okay, here's my 3-turn. I make sure at this point that my belly button is going straight to the direction I want to travel. Right hand in front, left hand behind, and this free leg is pretty low. As I come through the 3-turn, I want to feel I rise up, foot comes past my skating foot fairly closely, arms staying fairly square here, turn around, reach straight back. Again, belly button, straight ahead. Even though my shoulders and my arms are checked here, I don't want my belly button over here. I don't want to be twisted like this. Straight ahead, okay? I talk about feeling this kind of rolling motion. I don't want it to swing. Don't get confused with swinging. Swinging would be this. I don't want swinging. Okay, I want it to roll. So that the motion continues. Sometimes you get a skater to do this so nicely, they get here, and they're stuck. Let them roll a little bit. So straight line. Switch the arms as you transfer to the new skating foot. Stretch back, straight through. Go to that exercise again. This is really good. If you can get this off the wall with that first exercise and get it back out here on the straight line, feel that right arm and right foot coming through together. Okay, I get here. Again, all I want to do for a single is just kind of pick up my free leg, my left leg, in the H position, this position here, my weight really strong on my right side, and then just land straight back. And strong. I mean, I can't emphasize enough when you guys land these jumps. I see it all the time. We get a nice landing, and then we kind of relax. Next thing I know, they're stepping back here onto their free foot. Strong. Point that toe. Imagine someone grabs that free toe and they're pulling you out of this jump, and you're going, oh. But good knee bend, good ankle bend, back up nice and straight, leg extended, toe turned up.